48 Hours, tonight on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Good morning. It's October 7th, 2023. Welcome to CBS Saturday Morning. Breaking overnight, Israel says it is at war. Hamas militants launch a surprise attack, firing thousands of rockets and sending gunmen from Gaza into southern Israel. This morning, Israel's prime minister is promising Hamas will pay an unprecedented price. We'll have the latest on this major escalation.
Wet and cold weekend. Remnants of Tropical Storm Philippe and a cold front moving east are promising more rainy weather and an early dose of cooler temperatures for millions along the waterlogged East Coast. We will have the forecast.
Up for grabs, the race for House Speaker takes shape after the Republicans' ouster of Kevin McCarthy. Former President Donald Trump takes a role in filling the leadership void, but will his endorsement bridge the fractured GOP conference?
And driving danger. Drivers are usually cautious of big rigs traveling out on the highways, but a nationwide shortage of parking spots for semi-trucks is posing a risk, even when those trucks are pulled over. What's being done to make the roadways a little safer? But first, we begin this morning with a look at today's eye-opener.
Israeli defense forces have declared a state of war after Palestinian militants infiltrated into Israel from the Gaza Strip.
A barrage of rockets was fired early Saturday into the country.
Hamas has claimed responsibility for the attack, and it calls this the beginning of a new military operation against Israel.
A scandal in the airline industry. More airlines have reported using unapproved jet engine parts.
American, United, and Delta and Southwest all say they have pulled their aircraft from service.
Parts from nuts and bolts to turbine blades were installed on at least 126 planes.
4 people facing federal charges for allegedly operating a pill mill in the Bronx.
This is down the street from an elementary school and 2 houses down from a daycare.
Agents confiscated more than 50 pounds. Officials say that it's enough fentanyl to dish out over 1 million deadly doses.
This is video from Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. A homeowner found the snake in the garden, called police.
They took it in their car to a nature preserve.
The officer kept it in the passenger seat until it arrived at its new home.
Rodgers is taking some pot shots. The NFL star went after Travis Kelce.
Rodgers the other day called Travis Kelce Mr. Pfizer because Travis Kelce's doing COVID vaccine ads.
With the stash right now, I look like a guy named Mr. Pfizer. Who knew I'd get into the vax wars with Aaron Rodgers, man.
I won the Nobel Prize.
Dr. Drew Weissman called his parents to tell them he won the Nobel Prize. You're never too old to make your parents proud.
This is very exciting. Tomorrow night's Powerball jackpot is one of the biggest in history at $1.4 billion. 1.4 billion, which is also the number of couples dressing as Barbie and Ken for Halloween. You doing it too? I thought we were the only...
This morning's Eye Opener is presented by Progressive, making it easy to bundle insurance.
Not doing Barbie and Ken.
No.
For Halloween, right?
Love the movie, but no.
A lot of people are. Welcome to the weekend, everyone. I'm Jeff Glor, along with Dana Jacobson. Michelle Miller is off, so we have Adriana Diaz here, anchor of the Saturday edition of the CBS Weekend News with us. Adriana, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you.
Always great to see you. There is some significant news in the Middle East this morning. We're going to get to that in just a moment, but we are also going to take you to New Mexico, where things are heating up for the annual chili season. We'll show you why these little peppers that pack a punch are celebrated, especially this time of year.
Plus, we will catch up with the Currys, not on the court, but on the course, to see how 4-time NBA champion Steph and his wife Aisha are teeing up the next generation. Our delightful conversation is ahead.
Then Stephen King called his last novel exceptional. We are going to introduce you to Lou Berney as he releases his latest thriller, Dark Ride. See how failure seems to always set him up for success.
Then fall is here, so let's stoke a fire with one of the best chefs to work with it. Chicago chef John Mannion loves the art of cooking over an open flame and learned how to growing up in South America. We'll see how he's serving up these flame-kissed delights later on The Dish.
Then we'll finish the morning with a return visit from a band whose last album won the Canadian equivalent of a Grammy. Always had their TV debut right here on this show in 2018. Now they're back to play from their new acclaimed record in our Saturday session. That and so much more is all ahead. But we begin with news breaking overnight. Israel has declared it is at war after Hamas militants confirmed they fired thousands of rockets from Gaza overnight in a major multi-front surprise attack. Sirens wailed across Israel, where health ministry officials say more than 20 people were killed in the land, sea, and air attack. Civilians in the south and central regions are being warned to shelter in place. Israel says it has mobilized tens of thousands of reservists, and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed Hamas will pay a heavy price. Imtiaz Tayyab has the latest.
Good morning. Well, at least 22 Israelis have been killed and hundreds more wounded in an unprecedented attack by Hamas fighters inside Israel.